Hey guys, welcome to the Rusty Beauty's Garage and to another episode of the 94 Mazda Miata. Here is the master painter who painted it a week ago,
Yeah.
4 or 5 days ago. So he's looking at it. You like it?
What's all this dirt on the hood?
That's for when I test drove it with 160 miles on the highway, I guess. I don't know actually where that came from. It's never been. Oh, it's been out of the garage a few times, and actually, it rained on it for a while.
Great. No, I think it looks pretty good. We've found a couple more runs that we'll be able to sand out, but
Yeah.
you know, things we didn't see. There's a little bit of a curtain, as you say, a curtain down here.
Yeah.
So Nick's gonna have some fun sanding that out.
We're gonna sand everything. It is. It's perfect. It is. Like I'm more than happy with it, and I'm sure Nick will be more than happy with it. Talking about Nick, he's not here yet. It's Friday today. He's gonna come tonight, and he's gonna start the assembling. But with David, actually, David suggested that we give him some head start
Yeah.
by putting the doors on and maybe the fenders, and start putting some of the panels on.
I
Because
think we're gonna drive this by the end of the day.
yeah, it's possible. It's drivable now.
Drive it with all the panels on it.
Yeah. Anyways, that's what we decided. We're gonna put the doors on because we have a little bit more experience than Nick working together, so we can put the doors on and start putting the fenders on. And tomorrow,
Now you jinxed us. We have more experience, but
yeah, tomorrow Nick is gonna start cleaning inside. Maybe he's gonna brush paint the floors a little bit because we forgot to do that before, and now we don't want to overspray the car. And he's gonna start putting carpets and interior, and soon it's gonna be drivable. Soon it's gonna be on the road. We need new wheels. We were just discussing that with David. Nick has wheels for the car. We bought them long time ago, but they have a very high positive or negative.
offset. Yeah, I think it's a positive offset, so
Yeah.
the wheels are gonna be out.
Yeah, they're sticking too far out, and they're 15s. Here, these are 14s, and we got 15s. And maybe we already rolled the rear fenders as much as we could before we painted the car, so we will see. But these are not the wheels that are gonna be on the car. These are just the work ones.
Roll around.
Yeah. So, anyways, let's get the doors and start assembling. Okay, change of plans. Like you see, I'm not prepared, I admit. So, it turns out I took out the hinges from the doors and they were never cleaned. And Nick asked me so many times for things to do on his car, and I never thought of that. He should have cleaned those and painted. So, obviously, we need to clean and paint those, and then we're gonna be able to install the doors. So we're gonna go and install the boot lid, and we're gonna go from there. We'll see if there's anything else that we can do. Okay, so we painted the hinges and we let them dry, and in the meantime we did the boot lid or trunk lid, whatever you want to call it, on this car. David installed this piece, which I'm missing hardware for, so it's just mounted with 2 bolts there. He put the new tail lights for $140. I think they're not too bad. If Nick doesn't like them, he can change them at
Yeah.
some point. But for now,
We complain about aftermarket Triumph stuff.
yeah. These are,
I think it's better than the
yeah.
our Triumph stuff's better than the Mazda stuff.
So we also installed the gas cap, and David went around the doors and put the strikers and the switch for the buzzer and all that. And the hinges for this side, I dried them with the heat gun, so I put them on the door already, and we're gonna attempt to put the door this time. The other two are hanging up there for the other side. We're gonna give them some more time to dry, because once the door is in, then we can put the fender on this side as well. So let's get that done.
Look at me sometimes like all you want to do is run.
side is assembled and it doesn't look bad. The gaps, I don't know. I think I had them better before, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe because now it's all one color and it's white and whatever. That line there, you see, I knew that when we replaced this panel, that the profile of this line doesn't match the profile on the door. But
a little more spread open. It looks
yeah,
like.
it's a little bit far open. So now the bottom matches, but the top doesn't. I don't remember how it was before. I mean, before paint. If it was better, or now because everything is one color and it just highlights all the imperfections. I don't know. These two, the bottom line matches, the top doesn't. I think that's how we're gonna leave it though. It's like
Yeah, it's not $1 million supercar.
yeah, and it's not bad at all. I'm just trying to be a perfectionist here. So I'm gonna put the other door and the other fender and then bumper. Then we can start dressing up with lights. I don't even know if we have harnesses for the lights like like this car. When we got it, it was never in one piece. It was a mess already, so we're gonna have to unmess it. You have your sunglasses?
Holy cow.
All right, we made some progress and I think she looks fantastic. We put the bumper on, we put the headlight covers, even though we're gonna have to change the headlights. We put these lights on, but nothing is plugged in. I don't even know where the harness is for there, somewhere in the engine bay. But yeah, here we don't have enough hardware. We never had enough hardware for this car, so I have to go and buy more. And I have pliers. I have vice grips here and here to hold this together. So we're gonna have to put proper hardware there. But yeah, everything is yeah. It's beautiful. So we still have those lights to put on, door handles, mirrors. The mirrors haven't been painted. I forgot about them kind of. So I'm gonna have to paint them separately and we're gonna put them on. But yeah, look at that. It looks like a car.
Yeah,
I love
looking
it.
better.
Okay, full disclosure, let me show you my issue that I created. So if you remember, when I was doing the bodywork already, I think it was after the epoxy primer, I realized that there was a damage on that door. There was rust spots that I never fixed. So I had to peel off lots of body filler and stuff that we already had on the car and did a repair over there. But that repair was done off the car, and of course I didn't make that line perfect. And now this is gonna bug me every time I see this car. You see this gap here, how it becomes wide? Because I made the door the wrong shape. And these lines somehow don't match. I don't know, like, did I have it like that before? I'm not really sure, but I'm not gonna go crazy. I think the gaps looked better before, but it's not that they're looking horrible now, but I think they looked better before. It is what it is. So yeah, lots of finishing to be done, but at least she is in one piece and now things are not coming off. Things start coming on, which is great. I need to put this gasket back on the door. I have somewhere I have these for the top of the doors here. No, I say I have to do it, but actually Nick has to do it. The door handles need to be put on. Yeah,
Definitely some wet sanding needs to be done.
Yeah.
Want to show them the areas?
Yeah.
I mean, we're not trying to hide anything, so we want to go through our the ugly bits.
the ugly bits.
Well, some stuff we saw. I mean, when we painted the car, we said we don't really see any runs, but now we're got it outside and have taken a better look at it. We definitely see some runs and some not good areas. And the worst area I'm seeing here is this area here, which we just discovered today. So at the top of the door, you can see a pretty good curtain from here going across. I don't know if you can see that or not,
I
but
don't know if it can be seen on the
yeah,
camera,
it's going to
but-
sand out, but it's just going to be some work.
nothing that it can't be fixed.
No. Then we have some down on the lower. There's a little sag down there on the lower, and worse on the other side.
Yeah.
This isn't too bad. I think we found a little area here.
Yeah.
That should be easy to sand out. This is not so good down there.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of work, but not that it can't be fixed.
This door is fine on the top. So then we saw, and I don't think you'll be able to see this in the camera at all, but there's a spot of clear here that's
Yeah.
it's hard to see. Anyway, it's in there somewhere.
I can't see anything anymore, even without
Yeah,
the
it's
camera.
pretty white.
Like I'm
Yeah.
blind at this point.
Yeah. Anyway, we knew we needed going to do some wet sanding, so
Yeah, it is better than what I expected. That's like, honestly, I wasn't expecting it to be perfect, and it's gonna be perfect once it's sanded. Once Nick puts some elbow grease. Once Nick puts some elbow grease, okay, said it finally. It's gonna be perfect.
yeah, coming together.
Yeah, I'm happy. Can't wait for Nick to come. He's gonna be here probably around 5 o'clock. So
I think we should put the side marker lights in.
yeah, let's do that. Look who just arrived. What?
I just got back from school.
I know.
I didn't know you guys assembled the car.
I know, it was a surprise. Actually, David suggested let's put as much as we can together.
Thanks, guys.
You're welcome. Well, I think David's hourly rate is a little bit higher than mine, though. Yeah, we put it together for you today so you can deal with the small things now.
Yeah.
Start cleaning inside and all that. And don't look at this.
Yeah, don't look at that. First thing you need to fix. We found some runs.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw it when it was still on the
Oh, did you? I didn't see it.
Yeah. And there's another big one, but
Do I have to do
Down
that?
low.
Do I have to do that before I start driving?
No, I mean you can drive it the way you want.
if you're not ashamed to drive like that,
Just
then
tell them I did it.
on the traffic lights, just say, I didn't paint the car. But then, yeah, you're gonna start sanding them, like cutting and buffing panel by panel, maybe. Just do one every time you're here.
Yeah, maybe one of my dad's age.
Yeah. You're not gonna do them?
Not right now.
Okay. You wanna see these ones?
I see the one on the trunk.
Yeah, there's a big one down here.
Oh.
But at least it's low.
Yeah, that's fine. No one can even see that.
No, it's all fixable, but it is
Yeah.
up to you to fix it now.
Yeah.
From here, it's your...
No, I told him I'll come and show you how to fix it, and then you'll have to.
Yeah, but you won't do it for me.
No.
I'll do it.
No,
Yeah.
there's that one in the hood that you guys
Yeah.
saw before, but that's an easy one to do.
Yeah, and it's also hidden when the hood is
Yeah.
down. Oh, you put in the side markers too.
Yeah, nothing is connected. We just put them there. Now we're gonna have to order you the new lights, the headlights, and tires, and a few little things.
Looks great. In the sun too.
You happy?
Yeah. It's a great surprise.
What you doing?
Painting the floor.
And your face?
My face painted?
You have paint on your face, on your mustache.
Every time.
Be careful with that black paint on the outside.
I know.
All right, guys. So Nick is painting the floors. It's another day, obviously, and Nick is back here to continue assembling. last time we put the tail lights and they're actually wired. We put the third brake light and that's wired as well. And what else? We cleaned the floor a little bit and de-rusted it with Nick was here with his friend. So they rust converted and wire wheeled the floor and everything. So now he's painting it with rust paint with a brush because we don't want to overspray. We were supposed to do that earlier, but now that the car is painted, we don't want to spray anymore. So he just brushed a coat of paint there. Now he's gonna seal these cups. They need to be de-rusted too. He's gonna seal them down there to cover these holes. And in the meantime, he's gonna clean the bottoms of the seats because they have a little bit of rust. So maybe we should paint those as well. I don't know. This one is good. That one is more rusted. Wow, look at that. They might need some repair. One of them was broken. I think it was this one. And the back here is broken. So we're gonna have to do some repairs on the seats as well. But yeah, we're just showing you that we're making progress. We're not gonna hold you for everything here. It's just putting it together, right? So we're gonna just keep giving you a little bit of update. So we're hoping in the next few weekends, Nick is gonna be here and he's gonna finish it so he can start driving it. We actually got new tires for the wheels that we showed you before, and today they are coming from the tire shop. We're gonna get them soon, and we hope that they're gonna fit because the offset is pretty aggressive for a Miata, but we're hoping that they're gonna fit and we're not gonna have any issues. If we do, then I'm gonna keep them for my TR6 or my TR4. My TR4, that is. Anyway, and we're gonna have to get another set of wheels for the Miata, but we're hoping that these are gonna work. So today is the day when we're gonna find out.
Miata in cursive.
Okay, we got the tires, so Nick is in the process of mounting them. Let's see, moment of truth, if they're gonna fit. We have the wheel arches rolled as much as we could, but we will see. Yeah, it's very hot. Last night I had the heater on and now it is like, wow, that actually looks great. I'm surprised that they fit. Yeah. You happy?
I love them. They look really good.
Yeah. So what we got, these are, let's talk about the wheels now. These are 15 by 7, so 7-inch wide 15s, and the offset is plus 15, right? So the smaller the number, the further out the wheels are. So normally for Miata they would be like 25 or even 35, right?
Yeah.
These are 15, which means they're kicked out a lot. That's why the tires that we got are as narrow as possible. That will go on 7-inch wheels. So these are 195s and the profile is 55. So they look great. I know it is hard to see now on this light, but we're gonna go on the other side later. Like, I love how they are like literally lining up with the fenders.
That's what I love too.
Yeah. I'm not sure if we can lower it anymore because we have the adjustable shocks. Nick wants it a little bit lower,
In the back.
but I think we're gonna, yeah, a little lower in the back, but we're gonna test it. I mean, we're gonna have to take it for a drive.
It's gonna compress too. We just brought
Yeah.
it down.
We're gonna have to take it on the road and test it and lower a little bit and test it until it starts rubbing, I guess, on when it's loaded. But we don't have lug nuts. We don't have enough lug nuts. We only have 8 of these long ones, so we have only 2 per wheel. So we're not going anywhere with these lug nuts. We're gonna order new ones, but this is how it used to be. So you see how much further in this wheel is. Oh my god, I know you can't see nothing, but you see where this wheel is, and you see where this wheel is. These are 14s. That's so much better. Okay, we're gonna have a better look when it is somewhere in the shade. Here in the sun, you can't really see on a white car. At least I don't see. But yeah, I like the look. Okay, so Nick is persistent and he's actually making a very good progress here. So it is the next day, obviously. We put back the old wheels because we don't have the lug nuts for the new ones yet. We ordered them last night. And he put the interior together. Mostly. So it looks like a car again. We put this carpet back in. The other carpet, of course, is in. That clip is there for the radio. We need to pull it back. There's no radio. We're gonna deal with that some other time. For now, our goal is to put the car back on the road. And we're very, very close. The seats are gonna mount soon. Nick just put together the door cards. They are not in a great shape. I mean, that one especially is missing the cardboard or whatever board is made out of. Around the speaker is super soft. It's like basically like sponge, you see? But it is what it is. We're making a list with things that will need improvement. But like I said, for now, our goal is to put it back on the road, which is not far from now. Oh, look, I didn't know about that. That's nice.
So,
What was this for,
I
remember?
don't know. I think it's a lock somehow. That's a cable. Hey, I don't know what it does.
Is it
Somehow.
plug into something?
Maybe. Maybe that's why there's a cable.
Okay, we'll figure that out. I guess it's factory.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, making progress. So there's all the stuff that needs to be dealt with in the trunk. I mean, all panels and stuff that need to be installed. We need to get new battery. This is the battery from David's trailer. I was gonna say we need to put those back.
Did you show them the glove box?
The glove box, we never had a glove box, so that's the glove box. What is this? Oh, that's something for the radio.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a crossover.
Maybe that's why they deleted the glove box so they could put that in there. The hell?
I don't know. But yeah, needs to be cleaned inside there too. But yeah, it's coming along.
This is a clean glass.
All right, it's another day, and we're not filming everything that we're doing here. We're slowly putting it together. So we showed you last time that Nick put the interior together more or less, and I started, and now today I am a little bit more available, let's say, and I'm working on the lights. So we installed one headlight already. The wires are like just all over the place. I mean, this is the wire, this is the harness for the left side here, but I stretched it all the way to the right side because this motor for the light was not working. So I took the wiring from the left side and I plugged it into the right motor. And the good news is that the motor works. The bad news is that it doesn't work with this harness that normally should plug into this one. Works with the other, but we're gonna figure out now where the problem is. But the lights we got, so that's the original one that came with the car. But we got these with halo and with, actually it has a signal light on it. That's the halo. Now that's the main beam. Do the high beam. Yeah, perfect. Low beam, turn them off now. Yeah, so now that motor goes up because this one is unplugged. But thing is, everything works. So now we only need to run a wire here for the signal, because originally we don't have anything, and then the signal is gonna work here as well.
Did they see the signal?
No, because I didn't plug it in. It's not plugged in. We're gonna show it later. In the meantime, Nick just installed the. Well, he started by installing the struts. We bought the strut kit from Amazon, $51. Wasn't too expensive, and it worked pretty well actually. Nick installed it, and now we have the bonnet staying up, which is red inside. But one day he's gonna clean up the engine and all that. For now, we are focusing on things that are gonna put the car on the road, and then he can clean up, detail, and do whatever he wants. So he actually got a used windshield washer fluid reservoir, and he's installing now the jets, which one jet that fits Mazda Miata from Moss is 35 US.
Yeah, it was expensive. I don't know.
35 US just for one.
And before shipping.
Before shipping, yeah. And we did a little bit of research, and we found out that the jets from a Ford Escape work. So we were just discussing here with Nick that Mazda and Ford did some collaboration at some point. Ford Escape, for example, is made also as Mazda Tribute. So the jets from Mazda Tribute and from Ford Escape work here perfectly. Actually, they fit like a glove, and they are original Ford parts. So they're not the ones that you buy from Amazon for $10 and everybody complains about them that they don't spray. So we haven't seen them spraying yet, but we know that the motor works. We're struggling here with bad connections. Everything that I connect is all rusted, so I'm assuming that's a problem here as well. So we had a problem with the motor there. We had to clean up the contacts and all that, but it worked well. So he has that installed. You know what I'm thinking? Maybe we should have installed the coolant expansion tank first, because I think it goes right here and might be.
Behind the headlight.
And goes behind the headlight. Okay, so don't install it yet, because I need that. But yeah, the motor works now. We tried it after we played with the contact. Now it works. Slowly we were making everything work. This side marker light works too, but now it is unplugged because it is on the same wiring that goes that way. So that works. The only problem is the car came without these lights. These are cheap ones from Amazon that we bought, but they come without the sockets in the back for the lights, and we don't have them on the harness as well. This is what plugs into there, but we don't have them. So we're missing these short harnesses from here to the headlight, to the actual lights for the left and the right, but everything else is working. The ones in the back I wired long time ago. Let me turn them on. So the tail lights, everything works here, signals work, but oh yeah, that's the reservoir. Yeah, slowly we're putting it together. So
Looks great.
looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Progress. The wheels are torqued.
Yeah, for the first time since we bought this car, the wheels are actually held with 4 studs each, with 4 lug nuts, and they are torqued. These are the new wheels, as you can see. Much better look and great fit, we hope. We'll see about that. But after, I don't know, entire weekend of wiring, we're finally at a stage where we're 99% done with the lights. I mean, all the lights work, that's the thing.
Yeah.
The only problem is that one doesn't come down every time. It goes up, but then we have to play with the plug. There's a bad connection there that I still want to play with, but we wanted to test quickly everything. So Nicole is gonna give us a demonstration. Okay, these are the parking lights. All right, with full lights. Give us the high beam.
How do you keep it on?
Push it forward, yeah. Good. Now turn the signals on.
That's left signal.
Now you need ignition.
Ah.
Turn the signal on. Okay. Right signal. Perfect. Give us hazards now.
Yeah, I'll turn the high beam off.
Perfect. So these are incandescent bulbs there. We're gonna change them with LEDs. For now, we just wanted to put everything together. We don't have LEDs, so we're gonna order. Could be better. We need new wiper blades for sure, but the spray could be better. I don't know why it's not spraying very well, but
Actually,
okay.
it might be out of fluid too.
Let's see the rear lights now. So these are the running lights or parking lights.
Oh, brake. That's brake.
That's brakes. The third light works. Left signal, right signal,
What about reverse?
hazards. Yeah, they're the reverse. Put the hazards on. Perfect. So everything in the back works except the license plate light. So we have one in the trunk. The other one was lost somewhere on the way. So we ordered a new one, $79.
Dude, it's crazy.
It's coming on Tuesday. So that's the only lights that we still don't have. And like I said, the front headlights, this one doesn't come down. Okay, turn them off now. Let's see what's gonna happen. Yeah, this one stays up. So can you pop the hood? And we have the struts installed. So you can see here, this connector is giving us trouble. So we have, this is ground. I run a ground here just so it can work, because ground is bad for sure. But there's one more wire which is bad, because look, when I shake the connector, now it's not gonna do it. At some point it just goes down, but I don't know how.
Trust me, it does.
There you go. It went down. But now again, it's gonna go up. It stays up. You need to play with the connector. There you go. So I think it's on this side. I have to dip in this connector and clear it and clean it up from the rust and everything, but that's working now. So that's the only thing that we need to deal with lighting wise, and the license plate lights. Anything else, I think we are good. Now we have wheels, we have brakes, right?
Yeah.
What else? Do we have gas?
No.
No.
Tank says empty.
Tank says empty.
Yeah.
So why don't we go on a road trip?
Yeah.
I think it's time to put this car on the road for a first time and go for a first gas station run. You think it's time, Nicola?
Dude, I've been waiting.
How long? 4 years now?
Something
Almost. You were 14. So
Something like
what
that.
year did we buy it? 2019?
Like that. No, 2021.
2021?
The fall.
You sure?
Yeah.
And now it's 2025 in the spring.
Yeah.
So it's 3.5 years.
Yeah.
You've been waiting for 3.5 years for me to get in the car and go for a gas station run?
For you?
Am I driving it or you driving it?
Both drive it.
No, you drive it. Oh yeah, license plate lights. License plates we need to put on. So we're gonna put the license plates on and we're gonna go for the first official road drive. I mean, you drove it on the driveway in the other house, right?
I've driven up
And it was first and second gear and that's it, but never,
here.
yeah, and
There's a
here.
couple videos of me driving.
Yeah, but it's never been on the road, never went to fifth gear, right?
No. It's never been to third.
Even third?
I don't know.
Okay, so let's get crack-a-lacking, put the license plates on, and I think we're gonna have to take a jug of gas as well, because the last time we put 10 liters in this car was like 6 months ago, and I think it's gonna run. We're gonna run out of gas on the on the way to the gas station. All right, take her out. I don't know. Screws. Don't. Keep going. Okay, go back now. Wow, these new tires, they squeak like new tires.
What was that?
Didn't we just puncture a tire?
My handbrake is on. Am I good?
Yeah. Yay! She looks like a car, believe it or not. We still have to fasten a little bit more of the fenders. The fenders are not fastened completely, but they have at least 2-3 screws each. They're not gonna fall off. We just can't wait to go on the first drive. What did you just say?
This is so weird.
Why is it weird?
I'm not used to this.
Wow. Oh my god, that's
My mirror. My speedometer doesn't work.
okay. Speedometer doesn't work. Look at
I
that.
have 5 gears. Dude, it feels so nice you have to drive it. Oh my god. The steering.
Does it
There's a
pull?
bit of play in the wheel.
Okay, it needs to be aligned. We need to take it for alignment, right?
The steering feels a bit odd. Steering right. Oh, he's not turning right. He has his half.
Yeah.
Hear that backfire?
Wow.
This is so low.
This is the first time in 3.5 years since we bought this car for the first time on the road. Are you happy?
Yeah, I'm so happy. Let's bring my picture.
Still missing the vents here, radio, but she's on the road.
I'll use a speaker for music when I need it.
No horn yet. We need to buy a horn. That's so weird with the lights there. It's like,
I know, it feels wrong.
yeah, it really feels wrong to me.
My signals are so far, I have to like move.
Maybe you're in, yeah, you're high beam, aren't you? Yeah, that's low beam.
Whoops.
We have to adjust the lights as well. They are,
I can't see anything.
sorry. Yeah, the lights, we don't know whether they are adjusted up, down, and whatever. We have to adjust them when it's dark.
My car.
What are the odds? Is that the other girl?
No.
What are the odds? What are the odds to
Nice
see an...
car.
She has her license plate on the side, you see?
Yeah.
Beautiful. See, we still need the shrouds here around the lights. We ordered those as well. But the wheels don't rub at all, which is fantastic. I don't think you need to lower it anymore. Did you see the rear wheel?
Not really. I can't like go
Okay, look at it after. I don't think we need to to lower it at all. It's as low as it could be. Wow, that's the perfect fit, I'm telling you. Do that again. Okay, now it's spraying.
spraying above the windshield.
Washing your face too.
Yeah.
That's with the convertible cars, that's the risk. Okay, so it just needed to be refilled.
Yeah.
All right.
Well.
All right, well, that's amazing. Oh, how did it go down? On its
I
own?
just turned the lights off and it went down.
Okay, so it looks like the connection fixed itself. Well, that's gonna be everything, guys. Like, I'm gonna go for a drive now. But that's gonna be everything. I mean, probably there's gonna be a few more episodes because we still have to put the front lip on. We have to put the plastics inside the fenders on. There's little things that still need to be touched, but the car is ready for the road. I mean, we have to install stereo, we have to install speakers. You see the speaker wires are still... Yeah, we have to tighten the battery is loose. We have to buy a battery. This is David's battery from his trailer, actually. So we have to tighten the terminals. See? There you go. But yeah, the rear camber is way too aggressive, but we didn't adjust anything when we rebuilt the suspension. We just shoved everything there. So now definitely maybe this week I'm gonna take it to the shop so they can do a four-wheel alignment. And yeah, the license plates, lights are gonna come and all that. So yeah, there's gonna be a few more episodes, but this one I think we should end here with this beautiful view. So the smile of this beautiful lady. That other Miata that we saw on the gas station had the license plate to the side over there. So
Talking about the Bugatti I just saw?
no, what did you see?
We pulled out of the driveway and I'm looking to make sure there's no cars coming, and I see a white car. It was a Bugatti Mistral. It's like, I don't know how rare, and it's like several $1 million. And I sped off and I caught up to it.
Did you take a picture?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can send me that picture and we're gonna put it on the video. So that's gonna be everything, guys. Thank you so much for watching, commenting, subscribing, sharing and supporting our channel. Nick is super happy, I'm sure. I'm even happier than him, believe it or not, because it's a big achievement. This whole entire saga from what the car was to what the car is like amazing. And we still have we have a lot, many more things to do, especially in the engine bay, but now we can do things in our slower pace. We don't need to rush. She is 99% ready for the road. So thank you guys for watching. We will see you in the next one. Bye.